We begin this morning with a new face-to-face denial of Russian interference in the U.S. election. President Trump and President Vladimir Putin spoke during part of Trump's five-nation visit to the Far East.
President Trump just landed in Hanoi, Vietnam, but hours ago, the two presidents met in Da Nang at an economic summit of Asian leaders. Putin denied meddling in the U.S. presidential election last year and even said the alleged links between Trump's former campaign manager Paul Manafort and Russia were fabricated. Major Garrett is traveling with the president. Major, good morning.
Good morning. The operative word for President Trump during his time here at the Asia Economic Summit? No. No direct talks with Russian President Vladimir Putin, no meeting with any other head of state here, and no discernible progress on one-on-one trade deals meant to replace the multinational Trans-Pacific Partnership Mr. Trump withdrew the United States from earlier this year. Now, the president and Putin did have their casual encounters, shaking hands and talking briefly as they walked alongside one another to the group shot of many heads of state gathered here for economic and security talks. Now, the U.S. and Russia did release a joint statement on Syria that offered vague plans for a new constitution and a political settlement, one that read a lot like ones put forward during the Obama administration. And for their part, the Russians did all the talking, releasing news of the statement and text hours before the White House. Aboard Air Force One on his flight from here to the Vietnamese capital of Hanoi, the president told reporters he did ask Putin if he ordered meddling in the 2016 U.S. election. He said he didn't meddle. I asked him again. You can only ask so many times. I just asked him again. He did not do what they are saying he did, the president said, adding that Putin, quote, is very insulted by it, which is not a good thing for our country. Now, one of the reasons Mr. Trump did not meet with other heads of state here is many of them were involved in their own conversations on putting together a successor to the Trans-Pacific Partnership, which means if those talks are successful, that deal, designed to be an economic counterweight to China, if it's achieved, will not include the United States. Anthony?
Major Garrett in Da Nang, Vietnam. Thanks.